The space that we're in now is symbolic. Not long ago, this was actually an emergency shelter for 10 women. Imagine 10 women living in this space. The grants we receive through programs like HUD's Continuum of Care for rental assistance and permanent supportive housing are critical in our work to move from a shelter-based system to a solution-based system that focuses on housing. And the fact that we were able to close down this shelter and one like it downstairs for 10 men and have the women and the men move into their own apartments with supportive services is testament to that fact. One of the 2 new grants that Crossroads is receiving through this program is thanks in no small part to Senator Reed, will allow us to turn 10 rooms of emergency shelter to 4 apartments for families in Warwick. The grant will provide the supportive services necessary for those families to stabilize and be secure in their own apartments and not become homeless again. The other grant will allow us to expand the coordinated entry system to include services specifically for victims of domestic violence, to ensure that those who need help the most get it as quickly as possible and are moved to their own safe homes. I cannot stress enough how fortunate we are to have Senator Reed, the ranking senator on the Transportation and HUD Appropriations Committee, representing us in Washington, D.C. Senator Reed understands that housing and supportive services for the most vulnerable families and individuals is crucial. He works to ensure that they're not forgotten and that resources for organizations like ours to provide services to help them succeed are there for us. Senator Reed knows that a child performs better in school when she is housed. He knows that individuals who are housed will be healthier and have a better quality of life while they're housed rather than if they were to remain chronically homeless. With so much uncertainty in DC these days, it's encouraging to know that Senator Reed is there fighting for quality housing and supportive services for our neighbors. It's my privilege to introduce Senator Reed.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Karen. You're very, very kind, and it's wonderful to be surrounded by all of these incredible advocates for the community, for individuals that need housing. It's a critical element, as Karen said. Without housing, it's hard to go to school every day, to change addresses every month. It's hard to hold a job. It's hard just to survive. We're lucky to be part of this compassionate, caring community that is exemplified by the men and women that are here today. Their talent, their energy, their commitment to helping those who need assistance is extraordinary. It's inspiring, frankly. And I salute you for earning these federal grants to provide services, education, and outreach that can make a difference. And you earn the grants. We can get money, but it has to have the programmatic weight that you provide to secure the funding. You've done it. So give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. You are trying to provide safety and shelter and treat people with dignity. That's what we expect in this country. That's the aspiration I feel we all aspire to. You're making it a reality. Because of your hard work and bipartisan work in Congress, we secured an increase of nearly $1.4 million last year to better assist Rhode Islanders in need. That's a 24% increase. Now, with the help of these funds, there will be fewer homeless individuals in the state. Indeed, based on the latest point-in-time count, we're making progress, but we all know better than most we have to redouble our efforts because the problem is there and it will be there. We've got to do more and more and more to make sure that everyone has a safe, affordable, decent home. There are many circumstances causing homelessness, but one of the most traumatic and dramatic is caused by domestic violence. When you have victims, typically women, who are fleeing literally many times for their lives, with small children, desperate for a place to go, it is a heart-wrenching experience. and you're there to help them, and these funds will help you to do a better job. Again, delighted that Sojourner in our House has Crossroads has secured these funds. Thank you for what you do. It's an example of what we could do, and let me assure you, I'm going to go back and keep fighting, because this is the good fight. Not only good in a sense of our ideals as a nation, but good in the sense of our progress economically and every other way.